Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I apologize about the previous live. You cannot hear me, but I think you guys can hear me. Well, actually, I can just check. Previous live, you cannot hear. Okay, y'all can hear me just fine. What's up? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Demi. Good morning, Mama V. Good morning, Miss Lori. Good morning, Precious Jules. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. Give me 1 second here. All right, and I probably won't get any type of notifications. Probably won't go out, which is all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our show because I don't have long. I know I'm a little later than normal today. But eyes are here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the things of the things of the things. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, Miss Shereé Ford. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what we got to get into, y'all. As you guys can tell, my energy is a little low this morning, but we're here. We're here. All right. I mean, why is YouTube not? Girl, now we only got 13 people in here. Okay, wait a minute. All right, we got it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into everything, and then whoever sees this will see it. Whoever don't. All right, so let me go ahead and get into, girl, Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay, Dr. Umar Johnson and his daughter are in the news. We're going to be talking about Michael Jackson. We're going to be talking about Shereé Whitfield. We're going to be talking about, listen, I'm not giving that granny, that mean granny. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Granny Minaj. I'm not giving her, and Barb's. Y'all know, y'all already know I don't do that crap over here. I don't. She's unhinged. Okay, she's unhinged. She's been going off the last few days about what the man name is, Jay-Z, about what Jay-Z done and what he done here, what he done there. Girl, where's my text at? Where's my banner? I could just, I'm trying to have a good day. But girl, the way this day is already going, Jesus. Hold on one second, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button as you guys come on in the room. Please and thank you. Uh-oh. All right. Let's see details. We need to slow that joint down. All right. I had to make me a new banner, child. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the things. What's going on, Miss P&2 Ross? Hey, I'm sorry, Miss Lysandra. Hey, Bama girl. Demi, Miss Betty. I see y'all. What's going on? What's going on? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the things. So I was talking about Granny Minaj. Girl, listen. You coming down here to the internet like we supposed to give a flying hootaloo on what it is. What we supposed to do? What we supposed to do, girl? Go around there to your attorneys and file a lawsuit if that man owe you $200 million, dummy. Girl, what is we gonna do on the internet about it? Nothing. And let me tell you something about you deranged barbs. Y'all love trying to attack people for y'all granny, okay? And yes, I call her Granny Minaj. Y'all love attacking people for y'all granny, okay? Listen, you can somebody call a nurse. Call the nurse and just let them know that she's out. She's out. Just call the nurse and tell the nurse she's out and she needs some attention. She needs help. Okay? I'm not giving her too much of my time. I'm just not. I'm not. This ain't nothing new for her. She always having manic episodes. Weird self. And y'all think everybody gotta be a Barbie. Y'all think everybody gotta like her. There are people that don't like her, and I one that don't like her. She got beef with everybody that she could think of. She got beef with her own kid. She don't even really know it like that. She got beef with everybody. Girl, y'all gonna tell Granny to go find something to do, because she getting on my nerves. Moving on, girl. Okay, listen. Chris Brown and A$AP Rocky do not look alike. Why do people be lying? People love lying. Let's talk about this, girl. Because I just found all of this to be interesting. What's up, Tracy? What's going on, Miss Tanya Lee? What's up, everybody? All right. I ain't expecting YouTube to send out notifications. I already went live. My mic wasn't working. And so we're here. All right. So let's get into this. Let's just listen to what she has to say. Yeah, let's go. And play.
I posed questions in that book that I think sent certain people down the direction that leads us to where we are now.
Just explain that a little more. What were the questions you think that we're talking about?
Well, honestly, I'm just now getting context on a lot of the questions that I had then. After the trial gave me way more context. But just about, I think, his sexual proclivities, and what we saw in hanging out with him, the kind of clubs he took us to, even conversations he and I had one in particular where I didn't understand it at the time. And honestly, Piers, I'm getting new understanding about this line of questioning. I wrote about this in Confessions, where my boyfriend and I at the time had gone to his home for New Year's Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve kind of festivities. And he pulled me to the side and was just like, we're friends, right? We're friends. And I was like, yeah, we're friends. And like, we're good. And I'm like, yeah, we're good. And I couldn't figure out what he meant. And I wrote about this where I didn't know what he was talking about. And he just kind of went on to say, I have kids, I have a mom, and if anything got out, it would really hurt them. And I honestly, at that point in stage, did not know or remember what he was talking about. And so we just kind of laughed it off. Like, what's going on with him? And things that he said to my boyfriend, like, don't trust her. She might have her on video with, in precarious positions. And this is back before cell phone cameras. So I was just like, what video? I didn't understand any of it. Now after the trial and the things that have come out from the trial, this gives these conversations a lot more context. But at the time when Confessions came out, it did make us all wonder, what was he so afraid of? I didn't even know what I had seen or didn't see, or if there's something happened that I didn't remember from our time together. But he was very afraid.
Do you actually have any kind of sexual relationship with Diddy at all?
No, Diddy and I did not. No, well, not to my knowledge.
So, what do you mean by that?
Not to my knowledge. I don't. Honestly, I'm questioning a lot of things right now.
What you think?
So not to my knowledge. No, I don't think anything right now. Just not to my knowledge, because honestly...
That's a very strange response, though, to not remember whether you did or not.
Yeah, isn't it? It is. Yeah, it is. Because honestly, Piers, before I went through my text, again, I hadn't read Confessions in 20 years. I wrote it. It was painful to write. So I never wanted to re-traumatize myself and go through those years again. And think about this. I'm a middle-aged woman at this point. I don't want to go back into my 20s and see what happened. But in gathering information for this interview here, reading that passage again for the first time in 20 years, I questioned a lot of things, like, well, why was he so afraid? And why did he try to, make my boyfriend feel as if I wasn't trustworthy? And
do you think he took advantage of you when you were under the influence of alcohol and drugs?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
But do you fear that's the case now from everything you've read?
Honestly, yes. Given the context, now that I know, because again, I never knew any of these things about him before. So the things that I learned in the trial, I did not know. I never saw that side of him. I did not know. I never understood. And again, in 2005, when I published Confessions, it says I didn't understand why he was so fearful of me, because our time together was pleasant. And I was like, wait, what is he so afraid of? What does he not want me to tell? I didn't see anything at that point. At that point, I hadn't seen anything. At that point, we had, I thought, just a friendly, platonic night together. So I was confused then. And 20 years later, I'm confused now. So to my knowledge, I've never had sex with Sean Combs. We never had that kind of relationship.
But you can't be sure.
Given what we know now, I can't be sure. I posed questions in that book that I think sent certain people down the direction that leads us to where we are now.
Just explain that a little more. What were the questions you think that we're talking about?
Well, honestly, I'm just now getting context on a lot of the questions that I had then.
Okay. I get what she's insinuating. I get where she's going with this. And we kind of talked about this yesterday about it seems as if she's insinuating that after the trial, some clues or puzzle pieces were put together after the trial for her. Okay, this is Superhead. You don't know? I don't know this lady. You don't know Superhead, Bama girl, Karrine Steffans, however you say her name. Um, you know, she's been around. She's been around. She's been around. I've been everywhere, man. But anyway, I think that she is. I don't know. It's a little hard to explain because the comments are very like distasteful to me. Because what we can't do is we can't say that she didn't experience anything. What it sounds like is she's insinuating that he possibly could have done some things while under the influence, or he could have done some things to her while she was under the influence, is what I get that she's insinuating. I get it, and who are me to say that, you know, like, hey, she shouldn't feel this type of way, or after the trial that she shouldn't be, you know, her antennas ain't going off or whatever. Who am I to say that? So, listen, I that's what I got from it. I don't know what everybody else is getting from it, but that's what I got from it. It gives me that she's insinuating that something could have possibly happened that she was not aware of, maybe in her sleep, maybe while she was rugged, something to that effect. But this is what I am going to say. I don't really think sitting back not reading your own book where you made these discussions, or where you had this in your book, you know what I'm saying? I think you could go back and read your book. I really do. I think you should go back and read your book, so that you know, especially if you're going to be doing interviews. Just my take on it. Um, and find you some help. Maybe find you some therapy to help you get through it. Maybe read it with somebody. You know what I'm saying, or something. But I think you do need to read the book so you're refreshed on what happened. If you're going to be doing interviews and sitting down with people, just so that it'll help you understand a little bit more. Because again, what the comments are saying is, oh, you know, the elevator is not stopping on every floor. You know, she's a little slow. She's this, she's that. So my question is why she's doing interviews now. Well, she stated that she didn't know um that she doing them after the interview, because I mean after the trial, because she realized a lot of things after the trial. Again, who are me to say that she didn't experience any of this? But I do think that she should definitely read her book. And like I said, I think she should read it with someone else, so that it can help her in some sort of way. It's just what I think. Um, that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. The book is almost 20 years old. Yeah, but you still need to read it. Clearly, if you're saying like, "Hey, I I wrote the book, but I don't remember what I wrote in the book because I don't want to re-traumatize myself." No, it seems like you may want to read the book. Just kind of think about. I've never read the book or anything. I'm just saying, if you're saying that you can remember stuff from a book that you wrote 20 years ago, I think you should probably read it. I mean, read it. Listen, you're talking about re-traumatizing. You're re-traumatizing yourself, not remembering what's in the book and having to sit up, and your brain cells are literally trying to figure out what's going on. You should definitely read the book. Read it with somebody. Find somebody to read it with, maybe a therapist, somebody, I don't know. Read the book with somebody to help you out. I just think if you're going to be doing interviews, and listen, I'm not trying to even shoot her story down or nothing of that sort, but I think if you're going to be doing interviews, you may need to refresh your mind. Maybe you need to refresh your mind. Is all I'm saying. I think she needs to do something to help refresh it, because again, she kind of looked she in other words, I can see where people are coming from when they say certain things about this situation, because again, I think you should just read the book for clarity for yourself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, but blessings to her, honey. Blessings to her. You know, I wish her the best. So sorry that she has to go through these things. I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry to anybody that's having to go through the trauma and the hurt and the pain. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. All right. Speaking of Diddy and
Tony
Jay-Z,
Butt.
child, what I want to know is, do this man have any reason to be trying to go in on anybody? DJ Vlad calls out Tony Buzbee for representing clients with fake stories who were suing Diddy and Jay-Z on the Piers Morgan show. Sir, this is rich coming from you. We're going to listen to it. Good morning, Crystal. Hey, boo. Hey. Good morning, Miss Monet. Chef, I guess you was reading your Sunday school book. Was in my YPWW book too. Was. Was. I couldn't read no book about no video bits and stuff back then, honey. I was over there doing what I was supposed to do at my age, honey. Sunday school books. Okay. My YPWW books, all of them, honey. All right, so let's get into it.
Buzbee, at the end of the day, like he said, that the feds talked to multiple people that he's representing that were suing, but they decided not to use any of them, which makes me think that there wasn't any real credible, real evidence that they actually did anything wrong in the whole situation. Therefore, there's only two people that were actually used. The only person that was that filed a lawsuit that was used in this case was Cassie. And there's over 100 lawsuits. So what does that say? That says the lawsuits
that's
are
where
all
you're
nonsense.
wrong. You know, I listened to you. And some of
which of your clients was used in this case?
Let's be clear about something.
Which of your clients was used in this case?
Hey, listen very carefully. If the alleged assault happened in LA, there was nobody flown in, there was nobody coerced and trafficked across state lines, they wouldn't use the client, obviously. These cases that we have filed in New York are filed under a New York statute for sexual assault and sexual abuse. That's completely different than transportation for prostitution or for sexual trafficking, and certainly has nothing to do with RICO. So you just made this grand conclusion that, the U.S. attorney talked to a few of these folks and decided they had no credibility. You are flat out wrong in that respect, because
none of them were used. None of them were used. How am I wrong if none of them were used?
Decided is that there was nothing that happened across state lines, and there was no.
DJ Vlad, are you dumb or are you stupid? Are you dumb or are you stupid? Which one? Check one. Dumb or stupid? Do you not realize that the government didn't use a whole lot of the witnesses? The defense didn't use no witnesses at all. They didn't call in nobody to come and refute any of the stories. What are you talking about? Girl, somebody get this. Baby, what I want to say, YouTube would be to shut me down.
Sexual trafficking, which is what the case was all about. So it has nothing to do with whether these people were credible or not. Their case is a civil case alleging state law claims of assault after being drugged. That was not the case that was brought by the U.S. attorney. And frankly, that's not a case that could be brought by the U.S. attorney, and which is the point
your
that
own client accused Jay-Z and Diddy of raping her when she was 13, and we all saw it was all nonsense. It was absolutely false. It was absolutely false. She said Good Charlotte was there. They weren't there. She was 13 years old. Her own father said it was all nonsense. Jay-Z sued you over that. Come on. Like you have a long history of not credible
give you a little
people.
bit of information.
A long history.
All these broad
long history.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
You won a single lawsuit with any of these people you've represented. A single lawsuit.
Literally 30 days ago for $640 million, pal. So don't be telling me about winning lawsuits.
With Diddy?
More lawsuits than any lawyer in the United States. So I can hear
with Jay-Z. How many lawsuits have you won against Diddy and Jay-Z? How many lawsuits have you won against Diddy and Jay-Z?
None have went to trial yet, knucklehead. Think about it. They don't just file a case.
Knucklehead.
Wait and see.
You won nothing.
Okay, let me just jump. All right, look. The reality is, the reality.
Vlad, what is it gonna do for you? What is it gonna do for you, Vlad? What is it gonna do for you, sir? What is it gonna do for you? Like all of this is extremely unnecessary because you sound crazy. DJ Vlad, I would understand this if you wasn't the Fed yourself. You sit over there every time somebody sit over there with you, the Feds come knocking at your door. Sir, please get out of my face with that. That's just not how that works. Now, Tony Buzbee is right over there with Tyrone Blackburn. We don't trust them. I mean, we don't trust them. The whole Diddy ejaculated in a shirt, which I'm still trying to figure that out. If he ejaculated in a shirt, how did it douse on you, sir? The John Doe that's suing Diddy for that, how did it land on you if he did it in a shirt? So you're saying he threw the shirt and the part that landed on you landed in your lap and on your arm? Are that man's semen? That's a Tony Buzbee lawsuit. The other one from a week ago where the man is suing Diddy as well, that was from Tony Buzbee. The one where the girl is suing Combs and his son, that was a Buzbee lawsuit. Buzbee, we don't trust you, but we don't trust you either, DJ Vlad. What the hell are you talking about? Child. And I will be so grateful the day that the black folks decide to stop going over there and sitting with him. Y'all some sellouts. Anyway, moving on. DJ Vlad look like he look like his pass by air stink. I don't know. It looked like it smelled like mothballs and fried hair or something. I don't know. He just looked like he smelled a little bit. You know how they say the pass by air, people's pass by air stinks. It looked like his pass by air stinks. All right. Most lawsuits don't go to court. Right. As a matter of fact, lawyers' primary duty is to not have the case to go to court. Exactly. They settle or whatever before, you go to court. And if you can't come up with a settlement agreement, then you can go on to court. Child, ain't nobody thinking about DJ Vlad, child. All right, I want to get into this. I think that this is sad, y'all. This is sad, man. This is sad. So let's get into it. A Kansas City, Missouri mother was left devastated after the gravesite of her son was ransacked. The grave of Deshaun Dupriest was completely dug up. The vault protected his casket was destroyed and his casket was left open. The family of Deshaun say that he's been deceased for 27 years and they have no idea who could be behind this heinous crime. He was a 25-year-old father of 9. He reportedly passed after being pow-powed on January the 22nd, of 1998. Oh, I'm not sure my screen. Hold on. It says that Deshaun's family doesn't understand what someone could be looking for after so long. They claim that they arrived. The smell was so unbearable that they questioned how the suspects could even go through with it. It smelled like death, his daughter said. Dang, not his daughter, man. That's sad. His mother became very emotional while discussing the incident. After 27 years, who would do that? Who hates him so badly that they would tear his grave up like that? Now, I'm kind of curious about that, too. The man been deceased for 27 years, and y'all just now deciding to go blow up graves and stuff? What's going on?
People like that.
Tensions were high.
He's dead. He's been dead for 27 years. What can he do?
As loved ones arrived at Forest Hill Cemetery to find Deshaun Dupriest's grave like this.
And it was just like somebody had just dug it up and looked like they had put dynamite and just blew it open.
Jamesetta Blandhood says her only son was killed in 1998. He was a father to 9 and a beloved friend to many.
I really don't know. I don't know if they was looking for something or think he had something. But after 27 years, who would do this? Who hate him so bad that they would just tear his grave up like that?
The damage clearly is extensive. The family says he was buried under a cement vault.
What did he have in there that you wanted so bad?
KCPD tells me the investigation is still in its early stages. They're working to gather evidence to find out who did this, how, and why. In a statement, the owners of the cemetery telling KCTV5, quote, "We're doing everything to cooperate with the investigation."
It's just awful. It's cruel. I don't know. I can't say he did something to somebody because he wasn't even living. He was dead. I don't know. I just don't know. And I thought this would be a safe place.
The family says having to bury a loved one is hard enough.
So mothers and fathers, watch out for your kids. The dead ones too. Watch out for them.
Fighting for justice for her son yet again, and has a message for whoever did this.
But you know who you are out there, and you did this. It's very, very sad that you do this. For my people like that.
Tensions were.
I just want to say, whoever did this, I hope you get a one-way ticket straight to hell. Okay? You got a one-way ticket straight to hell, whoever did this. This is insane, man. So, y'all went to this man who has been deceased for 27 years. You went to his grave. You put dynamite in his grave. And clearly, the dynamite was so strong that it was able to burst that cement thing that he was buried up under. That is horrible, bro. That is horrible. That is horrible. 27 years later. I can't even imagine the pain that she's feeling and the pain that his children are feeling. That is crazy. That is crazy. When I saw this, I was completely just like, whoa, people would do stuff like this. This is crazy, man. I was just looking at some of the comments, but this is absolutely insane. I pray that whoever that is, you go straight to hell. That's what I pray. That's exactly what I pray. Go straight to hell. There's a place for you. Okay? It's already got your name on it. Reserved right there next to the devil. You going straight to hell. All right. In politics. Y'all, somebody please go get this man right here. Because why? Why? Listen to this clown, y'all. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Want to work with the United States in peace and security within the region, because we are committed to that. And we just want to thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, thank you in such good English, such beautiful. Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where were you educated? Where?
Yes, sir.
In Liberia.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. It's beautiful English.
Sure. We want to work with the United States in.
Who's gonna tell this two-play wearing fool that, like, this is so embarrassing? Y'all, we really, you gotta laugh to keep from just like really feeling that type of way. Y'all, this man literally tells this man, where did you learn to speak so beautifully? Where did you learn to speak so beautifully? I can't. I can't. He is such a, like, you're such an embarrassment to this country, like, and you are leading the country. You're a flat out embarrassment. Mr. President of Liberia, sitting down with the clown, wasn't it? Okay, sitting down with the clown on it, because I know them people probably was sitting at that table thinking, what? Like, do what now? What? I just wanted y'all to see that. I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I wanted y'all to see that. That man makes my butt itch. Okay, he literally makes my butt itch. You do. All right, y'all. So let's get into this sad news. I was scrolling and I actually saw the guy who makes, hold on one second, let me get to my notifications so y'all will know. Actually, let me talk about Shereé real quick. Girl, this don't hit, Shereé. I'm so sick of you. I am so sick of you, Shereé. I am so sick of you, Shereé. I really am. So she asked, is it time for me to launch She News? Ma'am. Shereé. Shereé, you are the most Shereé, you're sad. You're sad, mama. You don't go through with nothing, ma'am. Okay, why you didn't launch She News back last season when you came out with it trying to read Candy? This is why I told y'all. I said, to me, everybody was saying she read Candy down with that. She read Candy down with that. How she read Candy down with that? And she ain't even done nothing else after the fact. A She News with no news. How dreadful. Right. She News with no news. How dreadful. Wait a minute, Chef. Did you call this sad news? This is sad news because it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Y'all know how I feel about Shereé. Everybody that know me know how I feel about Shereé. Y'all know exactly how I feel about Shereé. And my comment actually says this right here. Girl, this is why I didn't hit then. Because we're not getting it into 3025. Okay, we're all going to be dead and gone. Dead and gone, sleeping in our graves by the time you come out with something called She News. How many times have you had the opportunity to do? Girl, I can't with girls like Shereé. I don't understand how y'all get on this platform. You have been on Housewives. You are an OG. You was on there the first season. You get on these shows and then it's like you don't learn, like you don't Girl, you like playing with people. You really do. You like playing with people. Now, why all of a sudden do you now want to drop She News? Why you didn't keep it going after it flopped on last season? And yet it flopped. It flopped. It didn't do nothing because she never gonna do anything to follow up with it. Girl, Shereé, yeah. And more sad news. We're never gonna see it. Okay, so y'all don't get your hopes up. Don't hold your breath. Don't do any of those things because you're never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Do 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 do. I'm just saying, y'all never gonna get it. All right. So in sad news, y'all, I saw this and I really want to encourage this man.
I'm really doing all I can to hold back.
Hold on. Here we go.
Phaedra, seriously, when are you having that?
Wait, this still ain't it. Oh wow, I thought he okay, anyway. Y'all know that there are 2 pages on Instagram with the baby housewives and the AI babies, right? Well, y'all one of the pages did let us know that he's no longer going to post the baby clips anymore, because people were thinking that he was making like big bucks off of it. And he did let us know that he's not making any money off of it. He's probably spending more money, and I agree. What people don't understand is that software, you have to pay for it. Not only do you have to pay for it, but it's the licensing within it. It's a lot. It's a lot, right? Well, he's saying that he's done doing them because he doesn't want to get sued by these people. So it tells me that somebody has sent him probably like some type of cease and desist, or he may have heard Nene and Cynthia talking on that interview, because they made mention of the fact that people were making money off of them. People were making money off of them. Now, I agree with Nene and Cynthia as far as old seasons being on Peacock and they're not getting any residuals. I agree with that. Like, I feel like if you have to unionize these reality stars for them to get paid for the things that they bring to the forefront, whether we like them or not, then I do agree with that. I agree with that. But this particular piece of it, I think this was just for our mere entertainment. I don't think. Wait a minute. Okay, come on. Approved. Okay. What's up, Jay? Boo. It was fun. I do agree, but he said that he's gonna stop doing them, and I'm just assuming that maybe somebody might have sent him a cease and desist. Somebody may have sent him something. Again, like I said, I do know Cynthia and Nene were having a conversation, and they talked about the AI babies, but they more so was talking about, residuals from past seasons or whatever. But he did say that people think he's making a lot of money. He said he's spending more money than he's making, because of course editing software, and then of course wherever he gets those, wherever he uses for those AI babies, he has to spend money on. So he's just basically saying he's not even making no money. And it sucks, because I think it didn't gave us a lot of joy. I know for me, I was just kikiing at the one where and it's crazy because I just saw this clip on YouTube. The season, I think this was season 3, when Phaedra was pregnant. When Phaedra was pregnant, was it season 4 when Phaedra was pregnant? And they were sitting at that table. I think it was season 3, because Cynthia had that ugly spike hair, that ugly spike afro. Cynthia had that ugly spike afro, and they kept asking. Wait, I could just let y'all see it. This is the one right here. This is a key to me. Hold on. Now this one ain't about him, but it's about the other person that be doing them.
Baby, they're gonna try to induce next week. Has the baby turned? Is it head down? Yeah, he's head down. I'm surprised he's turned around so much. But he doesn't really have anywhere to go. They are inducing you on what day now? But why is he going to induce a baby if you're on, August, let's say July, we're only in May 15th, because your baby grew quick. Nothing with Phaedra makes sense. I'm a licensed practical nurse. I got my degree at UConn. And if Phaedra thinks for 1 second that she's going to try to fool me about popping this baby out, she's crazy. So he's right at 8 pounds now. 8 pounds at damn 7 months pregnant?
Up and just lie about how far they are if she gotten pregnant before she got married. So what? Can't even believe that. Pregnant 7 months pregnant. 7 months.
Y'all, baby Cynthia, I'm sorry. Baby Cynthia is a key. Oh, this took me out. Y'all. I really think when they started doing this, they really did a good thing. Y'all, look. Just look. Come on, man. Nobody can say that these is not funny. Look at
Are we working at it?
We working at it.
That's fair.
Even though I do feel you're opportunist.
What do you think I'm getting out of it?
You getting out of it? Cause let me tell you, ain't no river high enough. Ain't no ocean deep enough. Ain't no desert hot enough to keep me off your ass, baby.
Are we working at it?
We working at it.
Oh my God. Wait. I ain't know they did no baby AJ. This supposed to be
He's
AJ.
a lot. I can't. I thought I was talking to an AI character. This is not real. He was so animated.
Yes, he's real.
Oh, you can.
Wait, this. Wait, this is supposed to be AJ. Oh God. There's two different pages that do them. I can't think of the one guy's name off the top of my head. I thought it was in my notifications because I thought I commented on his most recent post, but I guess I didn't. I guess it was this one. Sometimes they do have sippy cups in them. I think the guy that does them, he has sippy cups in his.
Marlo shows up in the middle of the day in a sequence jumpsuit. Like, this ain't Studio 54.
No, I want to see the one when everybody say Nene was mean that season, but that was the season that Greg was really sick. When she told Marlo, she said, edges. Edges. There you go, TJ Lovely. That's him. Thank you. All right, thank you. I did comment on
Everybody
this.
welcome Miss Nene Lee.
So this was the one that he just did. Look at baby Lawrence. Cynthia.
How dare you? I'm at an event that I don't even know I got to speak at. This is Kenya playing her little stupid games. You cannot play a chick like me. You're going to have to come correct.
Oh my God, look at Greg. Oh my God, rest in peace, Greg. We miss you, Greg. This is a key, though.
Please come and say a few words. Thank you.
Wait. Not the little car. Not the little Rolls Royce car.
It's amazing how many good friends I have and don't know about it. But I would like to thank Saving Our Daughters, which is one of many charities that I work with.
All right. Thank you so much, Nene Lee.
Anyway, so as you can see, here's his post. So he says, so I think I'm going to take a little break from the baby AI videos. People think I'm making mega bucks making these videos, but I probably spent way more than I've ever made making these videos. It's not worth someone trying to sue me for a video that I made no money on. Anyways, y'all have been amazing. I still am going to post and be active on here, but this was just supposed to be fun and nostalgic, and I don't want to turn it into anything other than that. Love y'all. I don't know. It's kind of giving somebody said something, may have done something. I hope you don't stop, for real. Keep going, because again, it does bring so much joy to people. There are, all of these comments are just about like letting him know that, you know, like, yo, you've brightened our day with these. Please keep them coming. Especially with the talk of everybody liking or wanting the OGs back on the show, or wanting the show to be, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, I don't know. I hope he doesn't stop. I hope he just doesn't stop. My favorite one is Kenya in the White Refrigerator. That is hilarious. Okay. Did you see the reunion when they had baby Nene telling Ken, where's your scooter? It be so many, y'all. It's so many. They all funny. Look, this the best.
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush. Well, it could have been.
Why can't he sit there talking about, you know Aunt Bertha ate that. Aunt Bertha ate that. You try to act like she didn't eat that. She ate that down, Candy. But why do her really look like Aunt Bertha?
A scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
Aunt Bertha knows she ate. She just knew she ate that. She knew she ate that. We praying for Aunt Bertha. Aunt Bertha, y'all. Candy said Aunt Bertha is has all Alzheimer's, so we're praying for her. Definitely praying for her. Or dementia. I don't want to say the wrong one. Y'all, look at the little baby.
I guess she over there emotional about something.
Probably because y'all are not talking to.
Look at look at Marlo. Look at Marlo. Look at Marlo. Look at Marlo.
Okay, now wait just 1 second, glasses. I have been.
I'm sorry. This is a laugh I needed. This was the laugh I needed. But no, I really do hope he continues to keep doing them. Because again, it was just it's just meant to be fun, I think. I don't think it's meant for all of that, you know. Yeah. Listen, glasses. Nita used to eat Marlo up. I ain't gonna hold you. But especially when she was sitting at that table and she was like, and just you and Portia is disrespectful. Y'all love coming up in people's house late. Okay, let me look at one more and then I gotta move on. Now this one gonna always be fun.
She's a pastor and she reached out to me a long time ago.
Baby Monique.
She sent a bunch of screenshots and I was like, yeah, I'm not going there. I don't play dirty. But
Sounds like
since
rumors.
Giselle likes to play dirty,
like rumors, right?
I'll go ahead and return since I'm here right now. But he's definitely been talking to another woman and it's clear conversations. And if you'd like to see him, I got him in my little receipt book right here.
I don't have any reaction to that.
Well, then you can just go ahead and have this. He's always asking about her schedule. He's sending screenshots to her whenever he's doing his little church tours.
How do you know those texts are real?
You want me to call out his phone number? I'm sure she knows what his phone number is.
Monique, I meant to ask you. Look at baby Karen. I meant to ask you, Monique, what is a church tour? I don't know. Maybe she meant conferences.
What's your motivation behind that?
410 Maul Bryant.
Is that his phone number?
Yeah, that's his phone number.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Does that upset you if that's his phone number she just said?
I don't believe anything that comes out of Monique's mouth or anything that she has in her binder. I'm glad she's done some bindering.
Wait, why did they have the baby dancing on the couch?
She's a pastor.
That is funny. That is funny. Not baby Candace eating a sandwich, chai, and then baby Wendy over there taking the sippy cup. Taking a drink. Alzheimer's. I lost my father and 2 of my siblings to that disease. It's terminal like cancer. Yeah, I hate it. I knew something was going to happen when Nene was talking about it with Cynthia on the Humble podcast the other day. Nene was saying they should be getting paid for all the gifts. Yeah, I figured that's where it came from. But I think that would be wrong for them to go sue behind that. Now the gifs and all of that kind of stuff, I don't I don't blame them. Also, like I said, making the what am I trying to say? The residuals from watching past seasons and all of that kind of stuff. I do think that they should be owed something for that. But hey, I don't feel like coming after these people for something like this is kind of crazy. Man, this is a key. All right, y'all. So I wanted to talk to y'all about that because I did see that this morning. It looks like he made that post last night, but I saw it this morning. All right, let's see. What else I need to talk about? I'm missing some stuff. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe not. Play the one next to the squirrel real quick. The one of Portia.
I know Hosea feed the hungry and homeless very well. My family and I have gone over and helped out with a charity on many occasions.
My uncle, he talks about you all the time. My aunt was like, you know what, Portia? He loves Nene. That's the only woman that I let him love besides me.
I love him. He and I, we've been with the same agency for years, and we would go back and forth to LA. Famo is a great actor.
I thought it was just from you doing the Feed the Hungry.
No. Everybody here in Atlanta knows about Hosea Feed the Willie. It's a great thing, and it's great to meet you knowing that you are a part of it.
Yeah. But you know what? I normally work on the marketing behind the scenes, but I'm branching out. I feel like we all, as ladies, can use the sisterhood to raise more money. The Hosea Williams Foundation, it's not just feeding the hungry only on Thanksgiving. It's an everyday situation. You know what I mean? This is 265 days a year. 265 days a year.
That is funny. 265 days. Where did that live at?
And another reason
I know Hosea feed the hungry and homeless very well. My family and I have gone over and helped out with a charity on many occasions.
Child, these are a key.
Don't try me in my house. I invited her into my home. I gave her a beverage.
You live and breathe.
You
said,
but then
you live and breathe.
But you want to call me
out? Not talking about
but yet
people,
you did it.
You are not breathing. I didn't ask you to come back in and rehash all of your answers and all of your rehearsed answers.
You sound like Patrick Patty all the time, girl. Not me.
And Patrick Patty has a national title, boo. So where's yours? Okay.
I was.
Where's yours?
But I could be
you
for
were
Miss America.
Where were you? You were yet clapping in the back. She was yet clapping in the back. Girl, good night.
It's daytime.
Good night. She's talking.
You're
so
yelling
go
like
to
the
bed.
sun, so wake on
Good
up,
night.
okay?
You must be weary. Go to bed.
Candace, why would you?
One thing, y'all, listen, the people can say what they want to. Candace and Ashley Tussle was always the best. It was always the best.
I'll still bless you.
Oh, them is Maverick City. Let's see.
What Dwight has said. He said Dwight was supposed to make a $500 investment and supposed to get like a very small return.
He said 10,000.
I'll be writing my check out.
You're gonna give him a check tonight?
Just to know that Dwight was just talking about me behind my back, it really hurt my feelings. Dwight, 500. That's what he said he gives. I asked Greg, so hopefully Greg ain't lying.
You better come over here and speak to me.
Look at you, what you doing?
Girl, you better come speak to me.
Yeah,
what a surprise.
So what you doing? Who you came with? I came with old Dwight.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hey.
I don't get a hug?
Not really. Okay, too, boo.
Nene just went off on him. She loses it so quick. When Nene's mad, watch out.
Let me give you the little money that he owed you, boo. Let me give you your $500. Here you go. Take that and cash it.
Give me
now, why
cash.
You tell
I gave him cash.
Oh, bitch, please. Greg borrowed $10,000.
Wait, you want to have
Greg borrowed $10,000.
Get her out of my
and
face.
Greg borrowed $10,000. Oh, Greg, right.
I'm sorry, y'all. Don't listen. I hope he don't stop. These are joy, bro. Like for real. Okay, too, boo. Okay. Anyway, y'all, listen. What I was about to say, I don't even remember. Candace used to eat. Candace and Ashley going back and forth was always good TV to me. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I enjoyed them going back and forth. I thought it was always good. Baby Dwight is a key, y'all. Baby Dwight is a key. All right, let me see here. I feel like I am missing some stuff, child. Let's just let y'all know I'm running on like 2 hours of sleep, child.
I beat our feet, we on the way, we in the state.
and we ain't beefing. We F him on his back. That's all I know. Okay, so let us see here. I guess that's really it. Oh, I wanted to address something. For the video that I did in regards to Essence Festival, and like, you know, the people saying that Essence Festival didn't hit this year, this go around. A lot of people were saying, well, ain't nobody missing no Essence Fest because of Target. I really be wanting y'all to listen to the full video before y'all make a comment, because y'all make a fool out of yourself every time. If you listen to the actual video, I never said that Target was the sole reason and why Essence wasn't well. What I said was, I gave y'all a recap of what Tamika Mallory said. The reason why she pulled out of Essence Fest was because of Target being a sponsor. I think Essence Fest was just bad all the way around because of the new leadership. When you have new leadership, things trickle down from the top, from the head. And in my opinion, it just didn't work out that way. And that's why it just didn't go well. I think it also didn't go well because of the funding, because of a lot of things. Like, I just feel like it was a lot of things. I don't feel like it needs to move. I don't feel like any of that. But you know, you got to kind of help the people, because a lot of times y'all don't listen to the full video and then you'll make a comment and then you sound dumb, because if you get to the end of the video, you'll hear what I said. Okay? You'll hear exactly what I said. Listen, y'all, I got to get to work. So I will probably be live a little bit later on. But y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. If you are not subscribed, you missed the one of Cynthia Airbnb. Oh, I can't go find it now. I can't go find it now. But here's what I will say again. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day. Please make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about. I'll talk about it in another video. I don't have time. I was gonna talk about the latest with the Diddy trial and what they're asking, what the prosecution is asking for now. The prosecution is asking between 6 to 8 years now for Diddy. So we'll go over that in another video. All right. I may do like a lunchtime live or something like that. All right. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a great, fantabulous day, and we will reconvene later. All right. Peace.